When modern life suddenly collapses, the power grid fails, stores shut down, and help is nowhere in sight, then your gear becomes your lifeline, and the tools you carry can decide how that story ends. From blades and fire starters to tactical packs and multi-tools, the right equipment can keep you fed, warm, and moving when everything else falls apart. So, in this video, we'll show you 30 tactical survival gear and gadgets every prepper should have ready. All the latest prices and purchase links are listed below in the description. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin. Starting a fire in harsh conditions while also needing reliable lighting creates a frustrating dilemma for most preppers. The OEL rechargeable fire starting lamp solves this by combining an emergency power source with fire starting capability in one compact device. This innovative lamp generates electricity by adding acidic or alkaline liquids like seawater, making it perfect for coastal survival scenarios or areas with limited freshwater resources. What sets this lamp apart from traditional fire starters is its dual functionality as both an emergency light and a fire ignition source. Users consistently praise its ability to work with various liquids. However, some users report concerns about the durability of the liquid chamber seals over time, and the initial learning curve for proper liquid ratios can be tricky. And the device also requires specific liquid types to function effectively, which might limit its usefulness in desert environments. But, despite these limitations, the OEL lamp provides an innovative solution for dual-purpose fire starting and emergency lighting that traditional gear simply cannot match. Most survival knives force you to choose between chopping power and precision work, but the Topps Bushcrafter Kukuri 7 delivers both capabilities in one expertly designed blade. Created by Nicholas Fury with over 30 years of bushcraft experience, this knife features a deeper sweeping belly than traditional Kukuris. The curved design naturally excels at slicing, feather stick creation, and wood processing, while the full Tang 1095 carbon steel construction ensures reliability under extreme stress. And users consistently highlight its exceptional balance and comfortable grip during extended use, with the bow drill divots on each handle side proving invaluable for friction firemaking. Plus, the black linen micarta handle scales provide excellent grip even when wet. However, some users note that the 1095 carbon steel requires more maintenance to prevent rust compared to stainless alternatives, and a bit over 22-ounce weight can feel heavy during long carry sessions. The blade's aggressive geometry also means it requires careful handling and regular sharpening to maintain peak performance. A few users mentioned the included Kydex sheath could be more robust for heavy-duty field use. Despite these minor drawbacks, the Bushcrafter Kukuri 7 stands out as a versatile survival tool that handles both heavy-duty chopping and precision tasks with equal competence. Chemical threats and airborne contaminants pose invisible dangers that standard protective equipment simply cannot address effectively. The Mira Safety C21 gas mask represents a premium solution designed specifically for tactical applications while remaining accessible to serious preppers. This full-face respirator features an elongated shape that allows easier sight picture alignment with long guns, addressing a critical limitation of traditional gas masks in tactical scenarios. The C21 accepts standard NATO 40mm filters and offers customizable outserts for lens protection, making it adaptable to various threat environments. Users appreciate the improved rubber seal design that provides a better facial fit compared to older models, with the comfortable head strap system eliminating pressure points during extended wear. Here, the mask's wide field of view maintains situational awareness while providing complete facial protection. However, some users report that the premium pricing puts it out of reach for budget-conscious preppers. Also, communication through the mask requires practice, and the specialized filters can be expensive to replace regularly. Despite these considerations, the C21 provides professional-grade protection that could prove invaluable during chemical emergencies, making it a worthwhile investment for serious preparedness. Severe bleeding in remote locations can lead to death within minutes, making rapid hemorrhage control absolutely critical for survival scenarios. Here, the Sof Tourniquet sets the benchmark for pre-hospital bleeding control with its proven battlefield design that enables both one-handed and two-handed applications under extreme stress. Used by elite military forces and major police departments worldwide, this tourniquet features a patented slack indicator wedge that provides visual confirmation of proper application. The 1.5-inch reinforced polyester strap delivers superior arterial compression, while the aircraft-grade aluminum provides consistent torque application. Well, users consistently praise its intuitive design that works effectively even with limited medical training. And the detachable buckle allows access to trapped limbs in vehicle accidents. The durable construction withstands harsh environmental conditions without degrading. However, some users note the learning curve for proper one-handed application requires practice to achieve proficiency, and the device costs more than basic tourniquets available online. Still, the Sof Tourniquet provides life-saving bleeding control capability that every prepper should master. Survival situations demand tools that perform multiple functions while remaining portable enough for actual carry. The Pro Survival Axe Elite from Off Grid Tools packs 30 different functions into a package. So, whether you're setting up camp in the wilderness, trying to escape a dangerous situation, or preparing for a true survival scenario, the Off Grid Tools Survival Axe Elite is designed to be your ultimate companion. This isn't just an axe. It's a multifunctional survival tool built for tough situations where every second counts. The construction with an ultra-strong glass-filled nylon handle provides reliability under extreme stress, while the resharpenable hatchet blade handles everything from chopping to demolition work. Plus, the 6-inch saw blade folds out and locks securely for cutting through various materials. Users appreciate the compact design that fits in glove boxes or small packs, with the hammerhead and claw proving invaluable for tent stakes and camp setup. Though some mention that the saw blade mechanism requires maintenance to prevent binding over time. Despite these considerations, the OGT Pro Survival Axe Elite provides an impressive array of survival functions in a single tool, making it ideal for preppers who need maximum capability with minimal carry weight and space requirements. Perimeter security becomes critical when you need advance warning of approaching threats, but traditional electronic systems fail during power outages or in remote locations. Here, the FithOps 209 Primer Trip Alarm provides a reliable solution using 209 shotgun primers to create loud alerts when tripwires are disturbed. This outdoor necessity delivers a tripwire-initiated alert system that functions completely independent of batteries or electronics. The machined aluminum construction withstands harsh weather conditions, while the simple setup process allows rapid deployment around campsites, homes, or retreat locations. Users consistently praise its reliability and the loud bang that effectively alerts to perimeter breaches, with the compact size making it easy to carry multiple units. The system works in any weather condition and requires no maintenance once properly set. However, some users note that the 209 primers can be difficult to source in certain areas, and local noise ordinances might limit its use near populated areas. Also, you need practice to achieve proper tension on tripwires for reliable activation. Despite these limitations, this primer trip alarm offers dependable perimeter security that works when electronic systems fail, providing early warning capability. Well, fire is one of those things you can't gamble with in a survival scenario, and the InstaFire Tactical Kit makes sure you've got options. Instead of relying on just one lighter or one rod, this kit packs multiple ignition methods and even comes with fuel that laughs at bad weather. First off, the Pocket Plasma Lighter. It uses an arc flame that's windproof, rainproof, and snowproof, and it even sneaks in a 100 lumen flashlight that runs a couple of hours per charge. Plus, the neck bends, so you can aim the flame right where you need it. Then you've got the Ferro Rod, your old reliable, that throws sparks even when soaked. On top of that, there are 2 fire starter pouches that keep burning through wind and rain, hot enough to boil water or cook. And the fire ropes? Those are small, pocket-sized lifesavers, built tough to withstand the wilderness and still catch fire when you need them. Basically, this kit takes the uncertainty out of fire making. Whether you're freezing, cooking, purifying water, or just signaling for help, you've got redundancy in one grab-and-go pouch. That peace of mind is what makes it worth carrying. Most survival kits contain cheap components that fail when you need them most. The Esee Advanced Survival Kit addresses this problem by providing professional-grade components selected by Randall's Adventure and Training based on years of remote location experience. This kit includes navigation, shelter, fire, water procurement, and signaling capabilities, all organized in a durable Cordura bag with a detachable map case. The kit centers around the Esee 4P knife with a specialized orange G10 handle, while including quality items like a Sunto compass, a Petzl headlight, and load-rated carabiners. Users consistently highlight the kit's completeness and quality of individual components, with the organized layout making items easily accessible during emergencies. The Cordura bag withstands harsh conditions while remaining lightweight for extended carry. However, some users note the higher price point puts it beyond budget-conscious preppers, and the pre-selected contents might include items some users would prefer to customize. Despite the investment required, this survival kit provides professional-level survival capability in a single package, ensuring each item meets the quality standards necessary for life-or-death situations. Radiation exposure poses an invisible threat that you cannot detect without proper instrumentation. Here, the Mira Safety Geiger 2 provides professional-grade radiation detection in a pocket-sized device that's simple enough for anyone to operate. This full-featured dosimeter uses the same SBM2001 Geiger Muller tube found in professional equipment while offering customizable exposure limits and long-term tracking. The device detects radiation levels as low as possible with a full-color LCD display that provides clear readings at a glance. Users appreciate the rechargeable battery with integrated solar panel for extended field use, plus the simple two-button operation that remains intuitive during stressful situations. The compact size makes it perfect for everyday carry without attracting attention. However, the specialized nature means most users lack training in proper readings, and the LCD display can be difficult to read in bright sunlight. But still, the Geiger 2 provides essential radiation monitoring capability that could prove life-saving during nuclear emergencies, offering peace of mind and actionable information when facing invisible radiological threats that standard survival gear cannot address. Self-defense situations often arise when you're least prepared, but carrying obvious weapons draws unwanted attention and may violate local laws. The Ankaka Tactical Pen solves this dilemma by providing multiple defensive and utility functions. It's a 7-in-1 tactical pen. Yeah, at first glance, it's just a pen you'd carry into a meeting, but hidden inside are multiple survival tools. It writes smoothly, comes with extra ink refills, and the grip feels solid in the hand thanks to the threaded pattern. But beyond writing, the cap hides a flashlight with two modes, regular and an emergency strobe, and the carbide tip doubles as a glass breaker or even a defensive tool if pressed. Built into the body are a bottle opener, screwdriver, and hex wrench, plus it comes with spare batteries to keep that light going. Of course, since it packs in so many functions, the smaller tools can be a bit difficult to access under stress, and the flashlight battery doesn't last forever if you're relying on it heavily. Plus, you can carry it anywhere, a plane, an office, or outdoors. Yet when the unexpected happens, you've suddenly got a light, a breaker, a small toolkit, and a pen all in one. So it's about staying prepared without showing it. When the lights go out, whether it's a power cut, a storm, or a full-on survival situation, the last thing you want is a weak flashlight leaving you in the dark. That's where the Tank007 WK1 proves its worth. It's not your regular flashlight. It's built with a rotatable head that lets you pivot the beam angle up to 180 degrees. Meaning, instead of twisting your wrist or holding it awkwardly, you just turn the head and adjust where you want the light to shine. Super handy for fixing gear, reading a map, or even working under a hood at night. Now it's brightness. In spotlight mode, it pushes 1400 lumens and throws light up to 200 meters. Perfect when you need to see far ahead. Switch to floodlight mode, and you still get a strong 800 lumens, great for lighting up close spaces. Add in a magnetic base, 9 quick modes with 1 tap, and a runtime that can stretch up to 80 hours, and you're looking at serious reliability. Plus, it's IPX6 waterproof and can handle a 1-meter drop, which makes it rugged enough for preppers. What makes it stand out is versatility. When you're stuck in cramped spaces or stressful repair situations, this light adapts, so you're not fighting the darkness and your gear at the same time. When you're clearing brush, chopping firewood, or building shelter, a dainty blade won't cut it, literally. The Tops Knives Chete is all about brute chopping power. This beast packs a 12-inch blade made from quarter-inch thick 1095 high-carbon steel, which basically means it's designed to take a beating day after day without failing you. Weighing just under 2 pounds, it has enough heft to generate serious chopping force, yet it's still manageable for longer use. People who use it swear by how it powers through tough stuff like bamboo and even ironwood. Sure, some mention that its weight can be tiring if you're trying to do small, delicate tasks, but that's not what this machete is meant for. The green and black micarta handle feels almost like a hatchet handle, grippy, comfortable, and reliable even when wet. And the Kydex sheath system makes it easy to pull out quickly without struggling to draw such a big blade. What really makes the Chete special is balance. A lot of tools this powerful end up too heavy or bulky to carry regularly, but this one hits the sweet spot. Serious chopping muscle while still being portable enough to actually keep in your survival kit. When you know you'll face big cutting tasks, this machete is the one you'll want. If there's one thing you can't gamble with in survival, it's fire. Matches get soggy, butane lighters fail in wind or cold, and when you're without a flame, things go downhill fast. That's where the Ignix MK-01 multi-tool arc lighter earns its keep. It skips the unreliable stuff and uses a dual plasma arc system that reaches 2000 degrees Celsius. Basically, it'll ignite materials that most lighters struggle with, even in rain, wind, or high altitude. But the MK-01 isn't just a lighter. It's like a survival kit in your pocket. It packs a compass with a samarium cobalt needle for accuracy, even in tricky magnetic fields, plus a COB LED light with a 175-degree wide beam and 3 brightness modes, perfect for campsite setup or signaling in emergencies. Power comes from a 500 mAh battery, rechargeable via USB-C. Users do note you need to keep the port clean of debris, but that's a small price for what it delivers. The magic of this tool is in its integration. Instead of carrying a lighter, a compass, and a flashlight separately, you've got all 3 essentials in one rugged, weatherproof package. And in survival, fewer moving parts means fewer chances of failure. It's compact, reliable, and designed for those moments when you really can't afford things to go wrong. Now, after fire and cutting tools, the next challenge is carrying everything efficiently. Most standard backpacks aren't built for tactical or survival scenarios. They're either too bulky, too flimsy, or simply not organized for quick access under stress. The Elite Guardian EDC backpack solves that problem with a 25-liter capacity designed specifically for survivalists. One standout feature is the concealed carry compartment with ambidextrous access. That means you can securely carry a firearm while keeping the pack looking low profile, crucial in urban survival where you don't want to look like you're carrying tactical gear. Here, the pack itself is built tough, using 1000D nylon that can take abuse. Users like the MOLLE compatibility and internal organization that keeps gear easy to reach, though some do point out that when you load it up fully, the weight adds up. Still, it has thoughtful touches like a padded laptop compartment that fits up to 17 inches. All in all, it's one of those bags that doesn't just carry gear, it organizes your readiness. Lighting can make or break your survival setup. When the power's out or you're out on patrol, a dim flashlight can be more dangerous than none at all. That's where the Thrunite TT20 tactical flashlight comes in. It cranks out a whopping 2010 lumens and throws light up to 305 meters. In simple words, if you need to light up a trail, a yard, or even spot movement at a distance, this flashlight has you covered. The tail tactical switch makes it quick to turn on, whether momentary or constant, and the side switch lets you scroll through 6 modes. From turbo mode at full brightness to firefly mode, it covers everything from emergencies to ultra-long endurance use. There's even a strobe mode for tactical defense or signaling. It remembers your last mode except strobe, so you don't waste time cycling through settings, and it runs off a 5,000 mAh rechargeable battery with USB-C charging. Built from military-grade aluminum, it's rated IPX8 waterproof and handles 1.5-meter drops, so it's rugged enough for field use. A survival kit isn't complete without a dependable knife, and the BPS Knives Beta delivers exactly that. It's built from D2 tool steel, hardened to 60 to 61 HRC, which basically means it stays sharp for a really long time, even after heavy use. So, you're not stuck sharpening it every other day in the field. The blade itself is just under 4 inches, and that size hits a sweet spot. It's long enough for light chopping or batoning wood, but still short enough to handle fine tasks like slicing food, cleaning game, or repairing gear. People who've used it love the build quality and especially the micarta handle, which stays grippy even when wet. That gives you control for detail work while still letting you swing it for camp chores. What actually makes the Beta stand out for preppers is simple. It's dependable. When you're out for long stretches without sharpening gear, you need a knife that keeps cutting. And with D2 steel, this one holds up way better than softer stainless options. Basically, if you're building a kit that's meant to last through extended survival scenarios, the Beta is the kind of knife you'll be glad to have on your side. Here's a piece of gear that hides in plain sight: the 511 Kubaton Tactical Pen. At first glance, it's just a regular pen that writes smoothly, thanks to its pressurized ink cartridge, capable of working upside down or in rough conditions. But here's the kicker. It's also a discreet self-defense tool. The body is made from anodized aluminum, which is lightweight but strong, and it's textured for grip. That pummel grip texture basically lets you hold it firmly if you ever need to use it as a blunt instrument. It's 5.4 inches long, weighs just over an ounce, and even has a steel pocket clip so you can carry it like a regular pen. What makes it clever is that it's completely non-threatening. You can walk into an office, a plane, or a meeting with it clipped to your shirt. So yeah, you're upgrading your writing experience and your personal safety at the same time. And since it comes from 511 Tactical, a trusted name for military and law enforcement gear, you know it's not just a gimmick. It's a serious piece of EDC kit. Most survival knives are compromises: too heavy, too light, or missing key features. The MSK-1 modular knife system breaks that mold entirely. It's basically a knife and a survival kit, all in one package. The blade itself is rugged and versatile, but what makes it shine is the removable handle survival kit tucked inside. It packs 20 essential items, things like a ferro rod, fishing gear, water purification tablets, and 35 feet of utility line. So instead of trying to remember to pack all those tiny items separately, they're literally part of your knife. The sheath system is also smart, offering multiple carry options so you can mount it however works best for you. And users say the build quality is top-notch. It gives you this confidence that it'll handle whatever you throw at it. What really makes it stand out is peace of mind. With the MSK-1, you're not just carrying a blade, you're carrying a system. Basically, even if you forget half your kit, this knife ensures you still have survival basics ready to go. For preppers, that's the kind of backup that can make all the difference when things go sideways. Fire is non-negotiable in survival, and the Survival Ferrocerium fire starter from Titan takes that seriously. Unlike tiny ferro rods that burn out quickly, this one is a full-sized beast, 5 inches long and half an inch thick. That means it's built to last, with the ability to spark over 12,000 times. Now, this thing isn't just about size. It throws 3,000-degree sparks strong enough to light up damp tinder, magnesium shavings, or emergency fire cubes. Even in rain, it works like a charm. You just scrape it with the back of your knife and boom, you've got fire roaring in no time. The handle is where it gets even smarter. It's wrapped in 9 feet of survivor cord, which isn't just regular paracord. This stuff hides snare wire, fishing line, and waxed jute inside. So you're not only carrying a fire starter, You've also got backup cordage and tinder literally built in. People love it because it's reliable, long-lasting, and multifunctional. Basically, if you're planning for long-term survival, this is the kind of fire starter that won't run out on you halfway through. For preppers, that's priceless, because out in the wild, fire is life, and this tool makes sure you've always got it. Next up is the MKC Battle Goat, a knife that's been making waves in the survival and outdoor crowd. This one comes straight out of Montana, built from Magna-Cut stainless steel, a material that's prized for keeping an edge sharp while resisting rust. It strikes a smart balance, powerful enough for tactical use but practical enough for day-to-day carry, so you don't feel like you're hauling around an oversized blade. Weighing in at under 3 ounces with a 3.5-inch blade, it's light enough for long treks without tiring out your hand. People who've bought it often mention how razor sharp it is straight out of the box, and how the G10 handle, with its angled texture, stays grippy even in rain or sweat. Add to that the fact that it's made in the US and comes backed by MKC's Generations program, which covers a lifetime warranty and free sharpening. Now, some people with larger hands say they wish the handle were a touch bigger. And yeah, it's definitely on the pricier side. But here's the trade-off. Montana Knife Company will resharpen and maintain this knife for as long as you own it. That makes the upfront cost easier to swallow, because this isn't just a one-and-done tool. It's something you'll have for years, almost like it evolves with you. Now, have a quick look at the Thyrm CellVault 18. At first glance, it looks like a small container, but if you're running high-powered tactical flashlights, this little case could end up being a lifesaver. It's specifically built to hold 18,650 and 18,350 rechargeable batteries, the kind used in those heavy-duty, high-lumen flashlights. The design is clever. It uses dual-layer protection and has small side windows so you can quickly see if your batteries are inside without opening it. It clips onto multi-webbing and barely takes up space, which is a blessing when your pack's already weighed down with gear. With an IPX7 waterproof rating, it'll keep your pricey batteries safe and dry even if you're submerged for half an hour. The details really seal the deal, like the sturdy metal latch that won't give out, foam padding that keeps things from rattling, and US-made construction that feels solid in hand. Sure, some people think $25 is steep for what looks like just a battery case. But if your flashlight has to work without fail, it's a small price to pay. Bonus: the foam insert also doubles as a sound dampener, which is perfect if stealth matters. Here, the OpsCore SOTR, which stands for Special Operations Tactical Respirator. This isn't your average hardware store dust mask. It's made to guard against some nasty stuff like lead, asbestos, and even residue from gunfire. With a filtration rating of 99.97%, it's built for when clean air isn't guaranteed. What makes it unique is the centrally mounted filter, which you can swap out one-handed without losing focus. The design also keeps your weapon interface clear, so it won't get in the way during operations. Field users like the 2 exhalation valves that make breathing easier over time and the silicone facepiece that molds to different faces for a secure seal. Other strong points? It integrates smoothly with night vision goggles and helmets, works alongside comm headsets, and is tough enough for demanding tactical environments. The downsides? Well, it's a big investment price-wise, and some users say it feels stiff at first until you break it in. If you don't need integrated comms, the standard version keeps things simpler and a bit cheaper. Either way, it's designed to keep you breathing safely when the air turns dangerous. One look at the M48 Tactical Tomahawk and you know it means business. This tool isn't just for show, it earns its place in a survival kit. The head is made from 2 CR13 stainless steel, giving you a wide chopping blade on one side and a piercing spike on the other. That basically doubles its usefulness, whether you're splitting wood or breaking through barriers. Users often mention how surprisingly well balanced it is for throwing. It'll stick whether it lands with the blade or the spike. Weighing in at just 1.5 pounds, it's light enough to carry without weighing you down, but still hits hard when you need it. The head is secured to a fiberglass reinforced handle with 3 bolts, keeping it rock solid through repeated use. And the best part? At under $100, it's more accessible than most tactical tools of its kind. One thing worth noting, the handle grip can get a little slick in wet conditions, so a lot of people wrap it in paracord for extra control. Still, with or without mods, it proves itself to be more than just an axe. It's been put to use for camping, breaching, and even home defense when called for. Now let's move to the Savior Equipment Compact Sema, a range bag that takes organization seriously. This isn't your typical soft-sided duffel. It's a backpack-style range bag built around a lightweight polymer frame strong enough to handle up to 50 pounds without collapsing on your gear. Even better, it does all of this in a footprint that's about 30% smaller than Savior's full-size Pro Sema. Inside, you'll find 3 padded pistol sleeves that can hold even big handguns like a Desert Eagle, plus a lockable compartment for extra security. The high-visibility interior makes it easy to find what you need, and the removable core light pouches let you set up your storage exactly how you like it. Users also call out the writable ID patches for easy labeling, and the front mesh pockets for quick access to smaller essentials. Here's the catch. At $130, it sits in the premium range bag category, and because of its rigid frame, it doesn't compress down when empty the way a soft bag would. But what you get in return is stability and protection that soft bags simply can't match. So, this bag is built for shooters who want serious organization, not just a place to dump their gear. Here's something you don't see every day, the Semper Invicta Pactum. At first glance, it just looks like a fancy umbrella. But dig a little deeper and you'll find it's actually a discrete ballistic shield, built to NIJ-2A standards, which means it can stop 9mm rounds and 0.40 S and W. The whole idea is to look like you're carrying something ordinary while actually being protected, which is why it's popular with executive security and close protection professionals. But this thing isn't just about blocking bullets. It's been used in crowd control, deflecting bottles or bricks, and even shielding VIPs while hustling them to safety. The craftsmanship is serious business too. It's handmade in France with carbon fiber, titanium grade 5, and aramid fabric. It can handle 100 kilos of pressure and shrug off winds up to 200 kilometers per hour. Tough doesn't even begin to cover it. Now, here's the trade-off. It weighs around 4.5 kilos, which is just under 10 pounds. That's heavy compared to a normal umbrella. And the price tag? Firmly in the luxury zone of tactical gear. So yeah, not something the average person needs. But for the folks who require protection without drawing attention, the Pactum is a smart, capable, and well-engineered tool. Next up is the Streamlight ProTac 2. On paper, it's just a flashlight, but in practice, it's far from ordinary. This little beast cranks out 2,000 lumens and throws a beam nearly 860 feet. That's enough to light up a trail, flood an entire room, or even signal across a distance. Yet it's compact enough to carry on your belt without feeling like you're hauling gear from a movie set. What really sets it apart is the rechargeable SLB50 battery pack. You can charge it right inside the flashlight via USB-C or pull the battery out and charge it separately. Streamlight also added their 10-tap programming, letting you tweak how the switch cycles through brightness modes. The ProTac 2 is built like a tank. Aircraft-grade aluminum body, IP67 rated against water and dust, and multiple runtime settings ranging from 2.5 hours on high to 25 hours on low. The only catch? That 2,000 lumen blast can be almost too much for up-close tasks. So this isn't for casual use, it's for pros who need reliable, no-compromise light when the dark really matters. Next, we've got something that feels more like a piece of functional art. The Ti-FST from Prometheus Design Works. At heart, it's a titanium fire-starting tool, but it doubles as a rugged survival capsule. It weighs just 2.3 ounces, thanks to aerospace-grade G5 titanium, but the durability is off the charts. The body splits into 2 sealed compartments. One side is sized for ferro rods or strike-anywhere matches, while the other carries a German-made barrel sharpener for prepping tinder. The cap even has a tiny oil-filled compass, so you've always got navigation handy. Its hexagonal anti-roll design keeps it steady, and the knurling doubles as a striking surface for matches. Users rave about how watertight it is. The O-ring seals keep everything dry, and the titanium construction means you'll never worry about rust. Downsides? The precision machining and premium material make it pricey, and the storage compartments can feel snug for bigger fire rods. Still, the consensus is clear. The Ti-FST is beautifully made, insanely tough, and feels like carrying an heirloom quality tool. For people who value craftsmanship as much as survival utility, it's a standout. Next one may look like an ordinary trekking pole, but it's hiding a lot under the surface. The Prime Adventure Tactical Survival Stick. At first it looks like a basic trekking pole, but inside it's hiding a lot more. Made from 6061 T6 aluminum, it's strong, tensile strength of 45,000 psi, yet still practical for hiking or mobility support. The clever part is the modular design. Hidden inside the tubes are 15 different tools: a knife, glass breaker, fire starter, compass, whistle, screwdrivers, and more. It adjusts from 28.7 inches up to 54.7, so you can tweak the length for different uses. It even comes with a tactical canvas bag to carry everything. People like that it actually supports full body weight, making it dependable as a real walking stick. The rust and heat-resistant aluminum keeps it solid in rough conditions. On the flip side, depending on how you configure it, the stick can get heavier than a standard hiking pole. But for most, the trade-off is worth it. Instead of carrying a bunch of separate tools, you've got them all built into one rugged, multi-use stick. Now let's check out the Maxpedition TT22 backpack, a 22-liter pack built to handle both everyday carry and outdoor missions. It's made from 500D ballistic nylon with a triple polyurethane coating, which makes it both tough and water-resistant without being oversized. What's cool about this pack is the dual-access setup. You can load it from the top like a standard bag, or unzip the front to open the whole main compartment at once. Inside, there's a laptop sleeve for devices up to 15 inches, plus a concealed carry pocket with access from both sides. The quick-release shoulder buckles make it easy to get on and off, and there are extra mesh pockets inside for organizing small gear. And it's durable, weatherproof, backed by a lifetime warranty, and built with the reputation Maxpedition has among tactical users. Though, at bit over 2 pounds, it's heavier than lightweight hiking packs, and compared to other Maxpedition models, the organization is simpler. Some users also point out the front zipper panel doesn't hold heavy items very well, but still, for most people, it nails the balance between ruggedness and versatility. Whether you're running around the city or hitting the trails, the TT22 makes a dependable mid-size pack, especially now that close-out prices are bringing extra value. So that was our video on the 30 tactical survival gear every prepper's arsenal should have. Let us know your favorite pick in the comments section, as we'd love to hear from you. And, as for everything else, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.